Children of Dune is Frank Herbert's third entry to his Dune series, and it now focuses, as the name might already imply, on the children of Paul Atreides, but also a slew of characters that we know from the original Dune. Children of Dune, similar to its predecessor Dune Messiah, was initially serialized in the magazine Analog Science Fiction and Fact in the year 1976, and it is the last of the Dune novels where this kind of serialized publishing happened. Interestingly enough, Children of Dune sports 609 pages, despite its origin in a magazine, which is in stark contrast to Dune Messiah with its rather small page count of 337. In terms of its place on the sci-fi MOE scale, Children of Dune further shifts more to the softer side. Again, mainly due to the increased frequency of superhuman feats displayed by the Atreides family. We are now firmly in science fantasy territory. The scope of the literary universe in Children of Dune is further expanded with new locations. As mentioned previously, the world created in the original Dune remains the bedrock of the series though. Regarding its originality and novelty, Children of Dune is comparable to its direct predecessor Dune Messiah. There are interesting new developments and concepts, but not on the same level as the original Dune, which, to reiterate a point from a previous review video, is an exceptional point of reference, very difficult to exceed or even just to reach. The extent of the relevant main and side characters in Children of Dune is similar to the amount that were present in Dune Messiah, and there remains significant overlap between the characters of Children of Dune, Dune Messiah, and also the original Dune, thus resulting in reasonably well developed and fleshed out protagonists. Moreover, the newly introduced characters also enrich the plot even further. Regarding its critical reception, Children of Dune was nominated for the Hugo and the Locus Awards for Best Novel in the year 1977. In the same year, it won the Washington State Book Award. Children of Dune was also the first hardcover bestseller in the genre of science fiction, selling over 75,000 copies in its initial edition. In terms of its popular reception, Children of Dune reaches a combined rating of 4.1 out of 5 stars, based on hundreds of thousands of Goodreads, LibraryThing and Amazon reviews, thus exceeding Dune Messiah's rating by a decimal point. As was the case for Dune Messiah, Children of Dune was also adapted in Frank Herbert's Children of Dune, which was based collectively on the novels Dune Messiah and, no surprise here, the novel Children of Dune. The miniseries Frank Herbert's Children of Dune was the continuation of Frank Herbert's Dune, both of which were produced by the Sci-Fi Channel in the early 2000s. Furthermore, there are rumors that director Denis Villeneuve is considering TV series spin-offs to continue his interpretation of the Dune saga that he began with his film adaptations of the original Dune novel. But as always, I guess we will have to wait and see what will eventually happen. The plot of Children of Dune takes place 21 years after the events that transpired in Dune, and 9 years after the plot of Dune Messiah, or by some estimates in the year 23,374 AD. At this point, anyone who has not read Dune or Dune Messiah should be aware that the subsequent plot summary might contain some spoilers. You have been warned, so beware. The ecology of Arrakis is changing to a less arid state, which allows some Fremen to live without stillsuits in villages and towns outside of their traditional sieges. However, this development threatens the sandworms and spice they produce, and thus also the galactic power dynamics as well. Paul Atreides' twin children, Leto II and Ghanima, are growing up under the tutelage of their aunt and regent Alia, preparing themselves to ascend the throne once they are of age. However, Leto II and Ghanima start to lose trust in the motives and actions of their aunt, who seems to not always act in their best interest, but instead guided by her own ulterior goals. At the same time, the old enemies of the Atreides dynasty are still numerous and not restless in their efforts to undermine their rule. The ultimate goal of this unlikely coalition is to oust the Atreides from the central position of galactic politics and to destroy their lineage once and for all. During all of this upheaval, a religious figure, just known as the Preacher, emerges in the deserts of Arrakis, threatening the delicate balance of power. Overall, in Children of Dune, Frank Herbert is able to masterfully weave a tale of adventure, palace intrigue, political scheming, coming of age, and complex family dynamics into a captivating narrative. At the heart of the plot lies a profound exploration of philosophical themes, such as the role of providence and the weight of one's own destiny. The characters grapple with their duty to act and the conflict between personal freedom and the pursuit of the greater good. The story hints at a more quote-unquote authoritarian interpretation, as accurate visions drive the characters' actions to serve said greater good, even if this means to limit the freedom of everyone else. One point of critique arises with Leto II's arc, whose journey could be interpreted as resembling a caricature of his father's, Paul Atreides' tale. However, this issue is more glaring in the fourth book, and we will certainly devote some time discussing it at great lengths, believe that. Similarly, the style and abruptness of the ending in Children of Dune mirrors one of the few weaknesses of the original Dune. Nonetheless, Children of Dune is Frank Herbert at the height of his creativity and writing prowess. Hence, anyone who enjoyed the original Dune should strongly consider to give Children of Dune a chance. If you liked this video, you may also enjoy the other reviews and content on my channel. Feel free to leave a comment if you want to discuss the novels or if you want to suggest other books that I should review in the future. Please consider upvoting and subscribing, it is much appreciated. Thank you for watching and until next time.